Two again.
What's going on, you guys? So, Demeterius Andrade had quite a bit to say about his rivals in the middleweight division and his current situation in boxing. Got the article link in the description, and it says here that, Demeterius Andrade, he remains undefeated and at the top of his game at the age of 32, having taken very little punishment thanks to his quickness and defensive acumen. But after 12 years as a pro, Boo Boo has yet to land any kind of big fight he yearns for. We've been talking about Andrade for a long time, and we have yet to see this man in the ring with somebody. I think it's time for boxing fans to really start to step up and, really start to push these guys to get in the ring with this dude. But he says he is ready, willing, and able to fight any of the big names, and his promoter, Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing, has said repeatedly that he is willing to bring any top foe to his broadcaster, The Zone, to face Andrade or take a good offer for Andrade to compete on another broadcasting platform. So they're willing to give somebody a bag to come over there to fight Andrade. Or if that respectable platform or network is willing to give Andrade a reasonable offer to come over there, they're willing to do that too. So they're really flexible with Andrade. Hearn has said he even went so far as to last December offer. Wait, let me read that again. Hearn has said he even went so far as to last December offer middleweight to Dan Rayfield, you need to get your shit together, bro. I caught that. Got me out here look sounding stupid. All right, let me read it again. Hearn has said he went so far as to last December to offer middleweight world titleist Jamal Charlo, who is with Premier Boxing Champions, $7 million to face Andrade in a unification bout on The Zone without any requirements that he fight any additional bouts on a streaming service. So what's Andrade to do? Woo-wee. So it's like I said before. They offered Charlo big money to come over there on The Zone. There was no stipulations, no catch. Just come over here and fight. You know what I'm saying? They said, why don't you come over there to Showtime? Well, Showtime ain't really sending no offers. You know what I'm saying? They wanted him to stay on the platform. We can't have it both ways. You can't get mad when you say, well, The Zone probably trying to lock him in and have him fight multiple fights. You can't say that for one side, but then the other side is trying to do the same thing. Because from what I'm reading here, The Zone ain't doing that. It's just one fight, bro. You come get your bag, come get this belt, come get this fight, and you can go back to what you was doing. Woo, man. All right, well, he says on his end, I would like to do is be a 3-division world champion by going up to 168 and fight Billy Joe Saunders. It was something that was supposed to happen and something that's going to help my career as far as locking in Canelo, Charlo, and Triple G, if that's still possible. I'm looking to do something like that. Andrade was the mandatory challenger set to challenge the then WBO middleweight titleist Saunders back in 2018. Damn, that was 2 years ago already. Damn. In Boston in a The Zone main event. However, Saunders tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug, and Massachusetts regulators refused to give the British fighter a license. Eventually, Saunders, knowing he would be stripped, vacated the title and moved up in weight, where he eventually won the vacant WBO super middleweight title. You know what I'm saying? So Billy Joe just said, you know what, forget this, I'm moving up, just whatever, man. Billy Joe, man, he really just in the way of boxing. Then, as we know, Andrade ended up fighting Wakatuku. That Walter Katuwakadu dude. He ended up fighting him. Then he fought Master Leckie. Then he fought Luke Keeler. Then he's just running through these guys they just putting in front of him. And he says here, Billy Joe is acting like a little bitch. And Canelo is also acting like a little bitch. Billy Joe is acting like a bitch because he wants to sit there and say he's willing to fight me. But when it comes down to it, what you hear is, oh, he's in the Canelo sweepstakes. So therefore, you're Canelo's bitch, waiting for him to be like, come on, Billy Joe, let's make it happen. Well, we could fight, make some good money, win, lose, or draw, is the top guys out there fighting and make it happen. But if it doesn't happen, I want to unify the middleweight division with Charlo, if he's willing to really make it happen. So he says if Charlo's ready and willing to make it happen, he's ready. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Charlo? Let's get this Andrade fight, dog. I'll fight either Charlo, the WBC middleweight champion, Jamal, I'll whoop his ass. Or if the little one wants to come up, he can come get it too. Those are the fights I'm looking for. So he just called out both Charlos, Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders, Triple G. He pretty much called out everybody in the middle division. I want to go and fight Billy Joe. It's an easy fight to be made because we are both with the same network, same promotion, and there's no reason why not to make the fight. The real excuse is that he's waiting on the Canelo sweepstakes. You know what I'm saying? So Billy Joe's just sitting back trying to wait for that Canelo sweepstakes. Canelo Alvarez, we don't know what's going on with Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? He has contract problems, and Demeterius Andrade pretty much alludes here that, like Billy Joe saying he's waiting for Canelo, but how long? You know what I'm saying? Canelo got a contract issues. Canelo Alvarez has been making $35 million a fight. He can retire today and be perfectly fine. We may not be, like that. So we got to fight. You know what I'm saying? This is what he's saying. And it's just hard to do anything with anyone who has a big name because there's always excuses. This is what Andrade is saying. He's saying that it's hard to get the big names because there's always excuses. There's excuses from the fighters themselves. It's excuses from the fighters' fan bases. That's just me adding on shit because this is what I've been seeing for the past. Andrade been a professional. I've been seeing nothing but excuses. One thing Andrade is not looking for is a lesser fight that will do little for his reputation or legacy. No disrespect to the Luke Killers or the Liam Williamses, but me beating Liam Williams don't do nothing for me. I've been fighting for a very long time. I've been in it for a very long time. I'm ready to fight the guys that I need to fight. Williams is mandatory, so he gonna have to fight this dude. He says he didn't want to be on no undercard of Danny Jacobs or Devin Haney. Demetrius Andrade is just really in a bad situation, man. You know what I'm saying? These other fighters are gonna continue to avoid him. You know what I'm saying? Fans of these fighters aren't going to push for their fighters to fight this dude. You know what I'm saying? So Demetrius Andrade is just in a rock and a hard place. And I really don't know what else to say. You know what I'm saying? How much more could you call a dude a bitch, call him punk, do this, that, and third? You send them offers. They don't want to send you one if they don't think the one you sending them is looking right. And you know what I'm saying? What are you really to do if somebody don't really want to fight you? You can't make these. If you sitting there putting the bag on the table, $7 million and shit like that on the table for a guy to come over here with no stipulations, no cash, just come over here and fight, $7 million, then you can go back and handle your business. Then what are you to do? Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.